right, it's time for sports, and Mukhtar has joined me in the studio. It's all about the South Africa petitioning FIFA, or writing to FIFA saying that their match against Ghana, that was played at the Cape Coast Stadium, they're saying that there was match fixing and all of that. Apparently, this has become a lot more serious, or the South Africans are taking this a lot more seriously than we actually thought.
Yeah, it actually began as a rumor, but at this point, it's a much bigger issue. Remember on Monday, rather, when we were discussing this on News Desk, we had mentioned that they were going to file the petition to FIFA. The next day, they were so swift in their filing of that protest, and we got a document that actually said that they'll be sending more documents to FIFA within the next 72 hours.
All right. So initially, we understood that they had some WhatsApp
text exchanges. Yeah.
Do they have any additional evidence?
No. Per what they've sent to FIFA and the documents we were able to access, they didn't indicate that. But they are calling on FIFA to investigate match fixing, investigate match manipulation, corruption and bribery. That's what the South Africa.
Okay, so this gets very serious.
Yes.
And I noticed that Oro Kampofo posted on Facebook. He was saying that he actually believes that when all of this is over, GFA should probably be looking at suing SAFA.
I think it's quite difficult. You know what? Per the document that the...
Do you have the documents?
Yes, we do have the document. The document will come out very soon because per the document that was sent to FIFA, right?
Right.
Yes, this is the first document. FIFA acknowledging receipt of South Africa's petition. They described it as a protest here. And they've actually asked the Ghana football. So this was our trump card. This was Joy Sports' trump card because many people could only get access to the screenshot we posted on social media, but did not have access to these documents.
Right.
In these documents, it contains the match commissioner's report, where they had indicated to the match commissioner that they were going to file a protest. In this document, it also contained the allegations they've made to FIFA.
Right.
In this document, they've also indicated they were going to pay FIFA 1,000 Swiss francs, which is in dollar terms, which is equivalent to like $1,200 to file the protest. This very document. FIFA says that they are going to forward it to the Disciplinary Committee on November 23. But they have asked the Ghana FA to make any comments they deem appropriate on the aforementioned protest by November 2021 at the latest, along with any document deemed necessary.
Right.
And this was signed by the head of FIFA judicial bodies, Julian Dukes. Right? Okay. Let's take a look at the match commissioner report. In the match commissioner report, it was quite interesting. The match commissioner said that there was absolutely nothing that he witnessed in the game. He sent a 19-page document to FIFA. And it was in the latter part of that document that he actually indicated to FIFA that the South Africa Football Association had made it clear to him that they were going to file a protest because of the outcome of this game. In filing that protest, which was sent on November 15, which is the third document that the South African Football Association sent to FIFA, and that was where they made a plethora of allegations, claiming match fixing, claiming match manipulation, claiming bribery and corruption. Let's take a look at the third document that the South Africa Football Association sent to FIFA. And in that document, one clear thing most people don't usually understand in matters in relation to FIFA is that when you send things like this to FIFA, FIFA is not an institution that will tell you that he who alleges must prove. You've asked FIFA to investigate because you think you do not have the power to investigate. So FIFA should investigate. So here, they say that complaint and protest, match fixing, match manipulation, corruption, and bribery into the referee. So in this case, they have not accused Ghana of anything.
Okay.
They're accusing the referee. They said that the referee made wrongful and unlawful conduct of it. They said they want an investigation into the wrongful and unlawful conduct of the match referee and other officials concerning match fixing, match manipulation, including corruption and bribery in respect of the game between Ghana and South Africa in Ghana on this. And they've come down to say that our complaint and protest is follow up on a complaint which was lodged with the match commissioner by our head of delegation, Mr. Aubrey Bettman. The latter part that they indicated they were going to add further documents. one thing that we must all understand is that when these things come up, especially noting the precedence of 2017, when South Africa played Senegal.
Yeah.
When Senegal filed the protest, they demanded investigations into this. So what FIFA actually did was that FIFA decided to take the responsibility of investigating. FIFA commissioned 15 top referees in Africa to watch the game to advise FIFA on whether the match was manipulated, on whether the decisions were fair. In conclusion, all the officials said they were poor calls. FIFA engaged a professor from Scotland to also advise them on this same match fixing issue, match manipulation, bribery and corruption, and betting. The professor concluded that the referee did a terrible job, the outcome of the match was manipulated.
That's in the case of
Joseph Lemty.
Yeah.
So the South Africans are relying on these things, asking FIFA to investigate. And what FIFA usually, what they would do is that after they are done with all their data, when they gather everything, what they will do is that they will look through the history of the referee. Do you have a history of poor refereeing? Bad decisions that have influenced the outcome of matches? Then they will base on that and sanction the referee. They have something they call FIFA radar. The FIFA radar is one point many of us are not aware of. The FIFA radar is able to determine whether a referee was fair or not, whether there was match fixing or not. They will use this FIFA radar to investigate this very match. South Africa are claiming that in certain moments in the game, there were spikes in betting. The FIFA radar is what is going to be used by FIFA to determine that whether in certain portions of the game, there were betting spikes, there were people, and actually one thing the South Africa Football Association have also claimed was that even the bookmakers, they had wrongfully awarded Ghana certain odds that had showed that Ghana were going to win. But they felt they were in the best position to win the match. The odds were that 1.79 were supposed to go in favor of Ghana. What it meant was that if you thought Ghana was going to win, the odds were 1.79. If South Africa were going to win, it was 2.20. And they felt that this was wrong because they were in a better position to win. So why would you give punters the opportunity of betting in favor of South Africa and not Ghana likely to lose the match?
Okay.
But it was rather in favor of South Africa. So it's quite interesting that all these things have come up. My major concern at this point is the attempts for us to dismiss the complaint made by SAFA. FIFA would not ask SAFA to provide them any evidence. FIFA will look for the evidence themselves. FIFA will commission the people they feel can provide them all the necessary things, tools they need to arrive at a decision on this matter.
Right.
And if they are convinced that after assembling everything, if the referee was poor, the tendency of sanctioning the referee is extremely high, and asking you to replay the match is also very, very high. So at this point, we cannot say their petition or protest is frivolous.
It's frivolous, okay.
We can only wait for FIFA to conclude their investigations and let us have an idea of what will happen.
Are we in a position, or is it part of the arrangement that we can look for other pieces of evidence to support whatever?
Well, they've asked the Ghana FA to comment.
Because I've seen a video
Yes.
that takes a look at whatever happened from the other side.
Yes.
I'm sure it was shot on mobile phone.
Well, what we know is that FIFA asked the Ghana Broadcasting Corporation on Monday to give them the footage of the match.
But the footage, the way we placed the cameras during the match.
That is the point. It is just one angle.
Yeah, it's just one angle. You don't get the view from the other side.
From the other side.
There's mobile phone footage showing the incident
FIFA
from
has
the other
asked
side.
that the GFA should make any comments they deem necessary.
So they probably can look for the video to submit?
Yes, the FA. If I were to advise the FA, what I would suggest is that they should go into the South Africa documents, punch the holes that are available to FIFA. I remember vividly when Joseph Lamte, earlier when they questioned him, he had claimed that his assistant referee took the penalty. They asked the assistant referee who denied it. after all the investigations they did, they wrote to him asking him to comment. He did not comment. FIFA concluded based on the evidence that were available. So I think the FA, if they have anything to say, they should say it, or else FIFA will just rely on the evidence available and conclude that this ABC happened and we are giving this decision.
Okay. Now so we're done with the conversation.
Yes.
And thank you very much, Muftar, for bringing us that conversation. But I noticed something in the letter. I mean, it's something negligible. If we could move to, I think, the second paragraph of this letter. Okay, not this one. I think the first letter
the first letter, that was FIFA's acknowledgement.
FIFA's acknowledgement
of South Africa's complaint.
I noticed something. Okay, so the second paragraph, after necessary, there's no full stop there. Yeah, I'm that fussy.
This came from FIFA, so
yeah, I'm that fussy.
So maybe
Julian Dios, please
should have paid attention.
Yeah, pay attention to this.
Pay attention. You should have put the full stop here.
Yeah,
it's very important.
All right. So
finally, for the sake of clarity, be informed that the FIFA Decisional Committee would decide on the protest using the file in its possession. That's the file up there.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Muftar.
Thanks for having me.
We're taking a break here on the AM show, but when we come back, Muftar has actually indicated he wanted some clarity on some of the bit taxes about the e-levy.
Yes.
He says I should ask the Deputy Finance Minister, so I'm going to put that to him. That will this tax also affect those, or the levy affect those who are withdrawing money from the ATM? Because if it does, then mataka, wahala come. All right, thank you very much, Muftar.
Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with the AM show in a bit. Stay tuned in.